So how many new service calls are you getting to your appliance repair business every single day? Are you getting 2 new service calls? Are you getting 5 new service calls? Are you getting 10 new service calls? And do you wish that you could get more new service calls to your appliance repair business every single day? Well, if so, in this video, I want to share with you my favorite ad platform for getting brand new service calls to my appliance repair business every single day, and that ad platform is Google Ads. You may have heard me talk about Google Ads before, and in this video, I just kind of want to give a brief overview of how Google Ads works and how you might be able to make it work for your business. So Google Ads is a pay-per-click advertising platform. So the way that works is you say, hey Google, I'm gonna pay you a certain amount of money and I want you to put me at the very top of the search results. So whenever somebody searches for whenever somebody searches for appliance repair in Florida, if that's your service area, then you'll go up to the very top of the Google Ads search engine, and your ad will show up as, appliance repair in Florida. And that's how you'll be able to beat the big guys. That's how I've been able to beat the big guys, growing my appliance repair business, because I learned how to use Google Ads, and I paid them and use them as leverage over the big guys, and you could do the same thing. So even if you're a brand spanking new appliance repair company, you can use this to exponentially grow, or actually just start up your appliance repair company. And even if you are already an established company and all you have is Facebook, word of mouth, and things like that, you might be wanting to look into something like Google Ads to really give you a good influx of customers into your appliance repair business. So I want to go over just a couple of scenarios on how Google Ads could work for your appliance repair business. Is it right for your appliance repair business? Of course, if you ask me, I'm a little bit biased because Google Ads has been such a blessing to my appliance repair business. It's kind of like a light switch for us. I like to joke around and say it's a light switch for us. We turn it on whenever we need the influx of customers, whenever we need the phone calls, service calls, we'll turn it on. And then whenever we start to get too busy, we just turn it back off, and then we can catch up, we can let things slow down a little bit, and then the cycle kind of just goes as we need it. So it has been a very big help to our appliance repair business, and I'm sure it will be for yours if you would just be willing to use it. But this is how Google Ads would work. So with Google Ads, you're going to have competitors. Sometimes you might have more competitors, you might have less competitors. In my area, we got probably an average amount of competitors. So, we pay roughly about $5 per click, and that's usually how Google Ads will work. Is you have to pay them a certain amount per your competition in your area, and even your demographic, and maybe how much money the people in your area make versus, in collaboration with the competition and also the population. Just different things cause the number of the cost per click to go up or down. So the way it will work is somebody will search for your service. So they'll search for appliance repair in Florida. We're just going to use an example. So at the very top, you'll have, most of the time, maybe 3 advertising results, and these are Google Ads, okay? And under those search results, then you'll have all of your organics, all right? If you have $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, and you can pay somebody to optimize your search, to optimize your website for Google search engine, go for it. $20,000 or $25,000 might barely start scratching the surface, but it'll get you. It'll get you there eventually. But what'll happen is, if you don't have that kind of money, you'll be way over here on the 6th to the 7th page of Google, and nobody will ever find you. And right here in the organics, you're going to have the big dogs, okay? You're going to have, Mr. Appliance. You're going to have Sears, which is A&E factory service. You're going to have, I don't know, whatever some of the big ones are in your area. So you're going to have all the organics right here, the big guys that can afford to pay the money to pay web developers to optimize their websites for Google search engine. So that way they make it to the top. Because what's happening is Google wants to provide the best user experience for the user. So that's why they optimize their web pages or their websites for what the person is searching for. You can do the same thing, but it takes you time and money in order to get way to the top. So whenever I built my very first website a long time ago, whenever I just first got started, it looked horrible. But at that time, I just kind of just did a lot of research, and I was able to by myself kind of make my website search engine friendly. So it was almost optimized. It was kind of optimized, and it took it a while to start getting up top. And we're still not to the very top, up here. But we're probably at the first page. But even with that organic stuff, even though I'm up here at the organic, it does fine. It does help me out a lot. Don't get me wrong. And the reason why I know this is because I have tracking numbers on my different tools. You see what I'm saying? I've got tracking numbers on my ads that are different from the tracking numbers that are on my actual web page that I started many, many years ago. So I know every time somebody rings my organic, I got a whole different number, and I know that, they came from that website, not my ad. Because see, I'm tracking to make sure where my money's going and is it working. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So with Google Ads or with Google in general, you're gonna have, what is that? The little search thingy, whatever. I'm a bad artist. You got that little magnifying glass, and they're searching for appliance repair in Florida. So you're going to have these 3 ads at the very top, most of the time, and then you're going to have all of your organic stuff. If you don't have the money to compete with these guys organically, you're going to have to pay to play, okay? So you're going to have to pay Google's ad service, which is a cost per click ad service, to get up here. Now, let's say this is your appliance repair, all right, company. So that's you. You're going to show up here, competitor. I know, I'm just scratching this. It looks really bad. Competitor, all right? So this is how you can win over the big guys. Pay Google a small fee, and they will put you at the very top. Now, I know that some people are wired to overlook this and to go straight down here, but I'm going to tell you what. I used to be the same exact way. Whenever I was searching for something on Google, I would overlook all the stuff at the very top because I knew it was an ad, and I would go down to the organics, and some of you might have done that before. But I'm going to say this. Google has worked hard on trying to make all of this blend in. So this is not so easy anymore to distinguish the difference. That's why this has become even more powerful than it was whenever I started using it many, many years ago. It's become even more powerful because it's a little bit tougher to distinguish the difference between a paid ad and what's actually organic. So in that case, what's going to happen is whenever somebody searches appliance repair in Florida, if your ad speaks to them, if your ad says what they are looking for, you are likely to get clicked on. And they are likely to go to your website, and they are likely to call you for the service. That is why this is such a powerful tool, okay? Because if somebody is specifically searching appliance repair Florida, just like that, and your ad says appliance repair Florida, you are so likely, you're just asking for the click, and you're asking for the appointment. You see what I'm saying? Because you're speaking their language. That's why all of this is so powerful. That's why Google Ads has worked so good for me. Some people have told me, I've even seen it in the comments on some of my other videos, I've done really good on Facebook. Well, that's wonderful. I tried Facebook. Facebook didn't work for me. Doesn't mean it can't work for you. Perfectly fine. If you're able to make Facebook work, that is wonderful. Go for it. Didn't work for me. Google Ads works for me. I'm able to use Google Ads and get customers coming in by the boatloads. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever I get too busy, I can just shut it off. And that's the other nice thing about you have control over all of this. You're able to pause it when you need to. You're able to stop it or start it when you want to. So that way, if you want to take vacation, just pause it. That way, you won't get any more customers. If you're ready to get back on the road again, turn it on again. So that's just kind of a brief overview of what Google Ads is, why it's so powerful. I hope this kind of helps you out a little bit. I can't really tell you. Well, I can tell you that it is pay per click. So it's going to cost you every single time somebody searches for that and they click on your ad, it costs you money. That's part of the game. I can't tell you how much it's going to be. In my area, I can tell you that we pay roughly $5 per that click. So every click will pay about $5. But then you have to start looking at your conversion rate, because some people might say, well, oh my goodness, $5 is a lot. $5 is not a lot at all. $5 is a very good amount. Some guys are paying $15 and $20. Even that is okay, because then you have to start looking at the numbers. And actually, let's just do just a really quick example, real quick. Let's say that you get, let's say that you're paying $5 per click, okay? And you get 10 clicks per day, all right? So that's costed you $50, all right? You gave Google $50 to show up at the very top, to play the game above the big dogs, all right? It costed you $50, you got 10 clicks. Now that does not mean that you got 10 customers, because they still have a choice. They're gonna go to your webpage and they're gonna look at you and they're gonna scope you out and they're gonna say, well, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But let's say that you at least turn 10 of those people. Let's say you have a 50% conversion rate, and out of 10 of those people, that makes 5 customers, or 5 appointments, or service calls, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you have a $100 service charge, you've now made at least $500 on those 5 customers that costed you $50. Do you see what I'm saying? And of course, these numbers can change, because your cost per click might be more. But you know, even if it's $10 per click, 10 clicks, that's going to cost you now $100. But still, if you pay $10 per click for 10 clicks, and it costs you $100 in that whole day, if you have a 50% conversion rate, which pretty much means that you're taking 5, or at least half of those 10 people, you're turning them into a paying customer, into an appointment, and your service charge is $100, still make $500 off of $100. That's not too bad. But anyway, I hope this video helps you. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, do whatever you can do. We appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.